it's Mark, and it is time to start our live show this week. And I have a lot of stuff to show tonight, and I'm going to try to keep most of what I talk about a little bit brief, because if I don't, I probably can't fit it all in our show. So to start, so our website, let me see if I can get all this stuff over on the other screen. I hope my browser doesn't lock up because I have so many tabs opened on it. But to start, our site has been a little bit active lately. There's been a lot of posts and things. So if you guys haven't checked out some of the videos being uploaded, please stop by the front part of our webpage and check it all out. Also in the forums, there's been some new members as well. And some people have been posting a little bit about themselves in the welcome area. And let's see, so I think, what was the last one? Let's see, page 8. It's been a lot of members. Let's go over here. All right, so last person was Russ Cloward, who says he's been dabbling in stop motion, hyperlapse, and various other amateur type video work. I have a YouTube channel called Gus Animation Studio, at which I have posted a few videos, and with each video I learn more about what I can do and what I might be able to accomplish. My last video was a Super Bowl spin-off, and an M&M's and Reese's Pieces played football, as if M&M's and Reese's Pieces played football. I had the candies made from clay to keep them from losing their form and color, as there's so much handling. He says I use clay but not claymation. I look forward to learning more from this good-looking site. So welcome Russ and other members. It's kind of cool to hear what people have to say and what they've done and what their interests are. And you'll find that a lot of people that post in here are, we have a lot in common with each other just in our love of animation. So it's really awesome that we've got some new members. Now, so speaking of members, so we have our 5-week challenge, and today is the day where we vote. And so I'm just refreshing the page to make sure nobody else posted anything here. And so I noticed Clay Mara hasn't been posting anything here for a long time, and I know after her move she has a boyfriend and she's been pretty busy. So I don't know if she's actually working on any stuff lately, but I kind of miss seeing her work. But we did have 2 people, and we have one from Vassal, and Ken Tyner also submitted some pieces. So the way this is going to work is we are going to watch these once. Let me make sure I can see what people are chatting about here. All right. Cool. Yeah, Ron, please feel free to send me pictures of those awesome NBC reindeer that you guys put together, or you put together. But so for now we have let's see, Vassal and Ken, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch these once, and after we watch them, we will watch the second time, and during the second time I'm going to keep tally of each video, and I'm gonna ask everyone that's watching tonight to vote on who you like most, and whoever gets the most votes will get to choose the next challenge topic, which could be anything. So whatever that person, either Vassal or Ken, would like to animate next time. And then after that, they also get a copy of either our ebook, Secrets of Clay Animation Revealed 3, or whoever wins, if they want to have one of our video tutorials as well, you can get one from our online store at stopmotionstore.com. All right, so let's get started, and I'm gonna see if I can expand this first, if possible, before I play it. I'll have to open it up on YouTube, I guess. All right, so this is called Angry Creator in stop motion, and it's on the Crazy Stop Motion channel, and the creator was Vassal. And Vassal says, "Hi everyone, here is my video, Angry Creator. Thanks for watching." So, and I should also mention that the topic itself is impact. So keep that in mind before you vote. make sure that we'll make sure everybody has stuck to the topic. And this one here is 1 minute long, so let's see what it's about. So that was Angry Creator, it says. And I think that definitely was on topic there for impact. And next up is Ken Tyner's Clay Cannon. And he just says, my entry. So no description. Let's see if I can first, of course, make this big. Here we go. As in big, bigger. If it wants to. There we go. And this is 18 seconds long, so let's watch. Okay, so that was Ken's. So those are the two entries. And Anakin? Huh? As in Skywalker? Alright, so anyways, so we're going to watch one more time. Now we've got 12 viewers watching right now, so hopefully everybody will vote. And we won't have any ties. And now if there is a tie, I'll have to break it. But I only do that as a last resort, so... Alright, so the first one is Angry Creator, and the topic is Impact. And this is Vassal's entry. So here we go. So that was Vassal's entry, and the next one is Ken's. And so where are we here? There we go. So if anybody wants to vote for Vassal, say so now, and then we're going to watch Ken's. And if you want to vote for Ken, then say so also. All right, so here we go. This one is 18 seconds long. That was Ken's. And let's see here. Okay. So, all right. So, who wants to vote for Vassals entry. Speak now or don't speak. But you need to choose one or the other. And so let's see, vassal. Can. All right. So yeah, I thought both of these has some really great animation. Here we have some little clay blobs that have a little cycle, like a walk cycle, but they're just kind of like snails, kind of slithering along. And I noticed in Ken's, this animation here where the Lego figure flies off the back is really good. It's really well done, and this got some smoke in there. And I think there might be some. Is there motion blur in there? I don't know if Ken is here, but if Ken is there like some slight motion blur that you've added? Because it looks here. It's like when the cannon moves, there's a sort of like onion skinning thing going on there that looks really good. Okay, so you want to watch which one? Vassals? Alright, well, we can watch it again here. So, alright, now I'm going to scroll up here, make sure I don't miss anybody. And, okay. So Ron says, I don't think I can vote this time. I really do think this is a tie this time. I'll break it if there's a tie. But I can't choose between these now. Yeah, they're both really well done. They're both really well done. I think the lighting on Vassals is really good too. I like the lighting, even though it's fairly simple. I like that black in the back there. It's kind of brings out the foreground, which is nice. So Janet says I vote for Cannon, which is Ken's. Rubber Onion votes for Ken. And Beard is asking what is the theme, and it is Impact. M9er has one for Ken. Thomas has one for Vassal. And yep, Nick, hopefully you heard me there. So the theme is Impact. Let's see, I don't want to miss anybody's votes here. And CB says both were great, but gotta go with Ken only because the physics are believable and the sound effects are nice. Okay. And so Gabriel says, wow, this is a tough choice. Both are really good. Yeah, they are very good. And so Beard says, I feel like the cannon is well animated and more fitting to the theme, but the other seems to have a bit more composition. And CB says, I like the bold colors and behavior of the little blobs and vassals. So is that a vote then for vassals, CB? You'll have to make sure that you're very clear about who you want to win. And Juan says, I'm with Ron on that one. And Nick says, okay, voting for Vassal. Nice clay work, or maybe Ken's. No, I'll stick with my first choice. But then there isn't much between them. Yeah, it's they're both really good. I mean, and Gabriel says, I vote for clay snails because comp and lighting is better achieved. Okay. And Ron says, I changed my mind. Vassal. And CB says, voting for Ken. Okay. So now we got 15 viewers, and so far I have 4 for Vassal and 5 for Ken. So Ken is winning by 1 vote. Now, does anybody else want to vote for either Ken or Vassal? Say so within 1 more minute. Like I said, they're both really great. You know, they really are. And Juan says, well, I meant that before I'll pick the glove one. Okay, so that's Vassal. So that means that we have a tie. So we need a tiebreaker. So any of the 5 people that are watching who haven't voted, please do so if you can. If not, I'll have to break the tie. Juan says, because I identify with destruction implied in creation. And Randy says, just got here, didn't see either film. Okay. So we're gonna watch. We're watching it without the audio, but because we've already watched these many times already. But this is Vassals, and this is where he squashed some little clay bugs, and this is Ken's, and Ken used a cannon to shoot at the Lego figure and T-Rex, and he's got some like motion blur in there too, and he's got some smoke. It's really believable. All right, so Beard says I can't choose, and so Mary Allen says I vote for Vassal. Okay. All right. So anybody else have any any comments or anything? Feel free to speak about these two entries. I still think I think they're both really amazingly well animated and thought out. I like them both. Okay, so Beard says I had to go with Ken's. To me, it fits the theme more like the animation. Fits the theme more, and I like the animation. Okay, so we got Ken, and then Randy says I vote Ken. Nice job. Okay, wow. So we got a lot of votes this time. We got a lot of people watching the show tonight. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Vassal, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Ken. All right. So it looks like Ken is the winner by 1 vote. But that was that's one of the closest tallies I've ever had there, outside of a tie, which we've had in the past as well. Wow. So really, you guys did such an awesome job. It's like I almost want to have both people win, but only one can win. So Ken, we're gonna have you vote, or not vote, but choose the next monthly challenge topic, and so I'll send you a message later on. So okay, thanks everybody for entering. Although we didn't have a huge amount of entries this time, these were both just really awesome, really awesome. Okay. And Ron says, I finally just got Real Smart Motion Blur Pro. Very happy man I am. That's cool. I didn't realize there was actually a Pro version. I thought that it was just like one plug-in and that was it. That's pretty cool. See, I don't use Adobe Premiere, and I don't know if that works with Sony Vegas. I think the version that I have is too old to use Real Smart Motion Blur, but yeah, you can get some amazing results with that. Okay, so wow, that was really fun. So what's up next, guys? I have so much that I could talk about. Let me see, how much time do we have? It's still pretty early. Okay, well, I'm going to get I'm going to show you guys some stuff that Juan sent to me. And let's see. Alright. Let's see. So Juan Quiros has been working on some stuff. And I don't know if you guys notice my screen changes colors to warm tones at a certain time. I guess it's that time because I just noticed it changed. And the reason for that is there's like this application you install on your computer that if it gets dark out, the tones on your computer go from blue tones to red, so it doesn't mess with your sleep cycle and you can sleep normal hours. And I tend to go around the clock all the time, and actually this program that I installed works pretty good. It's called Flux. I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but if your sleep schedule is kind of weird because you're in front of a computer all the time, highly recommended. But Juan Quiros has sent me this picture here, and he's been working on a music video, and I'm not really sure if it's completely done. But if you want to find him on Facebook, you can go to Animatost Energia, I guess. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that correct, but this is his Facebook page. And we've talked about some of his work in the past, and he's been on our show. And if you guys have seen his work before, it's really pretty good. And he's in like, he doesn't have a huge studio or anything like that, so he's working kind of in a small space, and he also doesn't have a huge amount of materials. But what he's done is actually really good. And so the video that he sent me, here's where he's speaking. He says at the 3:25 mark. So we're gonna watch this. Now I haven't watched this yet, but I'm excited to see. So let's check it out. Put the volume up first.
Bueno, aquí tenemos a Juan Quiros, el creador del video Galaxia Andrómeda, y en este momento nos va a contar sobre su experiencia al hacer el video. Juan.
Bueno, se me presentó la oportunidad de hacer esta canción de Chato Juan y transformarla en un video. Él me la presentó y en eso recordé que hace 15 años había hecho una animación sobre un personaje que quería robarse una luna, que viajaba a otro planeta y todo, pero a la hora de ajustarlo a la canción, pues tuvimos que empezar a ver cómo se moldeaba la historia para que fuera a dar en el punto de la canción, y se generó una historia original totalmente nueva y diferente.
Para la animación en stop motion utilizo muñecos de bambú, lo cual les da la ventaja de que si se les quiebra el alambre se les puede sustituir. El vestuario lo hizo Marisol Barquero. También utilizo técnicas originales para darles movimiento. Pueden ver aquí, una serie de grúas lo sostiene con un hilo de nylon para ciertas escenas. Los escenarios los hice yo mismo. Algunas rocas del planeta extraterrestre me las prestó Carolina Guzmán. Se aprovechó el espacio y ciertas escenas interiores fueron hechas dentro de un armario. Aquí podemos apreciar cómo un sujetador de armónicas funciona como grúa que luego fue removida digitalmente. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy, esperamos que disfruten el video, compártanlo y suscríbanse a nuestros canales. Chato Gong, Animatoste. Hasta la próxima.
Okay, so yeah, there's no translation for that, but Juan is saying he just wanted to show how his films were done, and he's explaining how Chato contacted him and the video came out, and those are his original puppets, and you can replace the wire, he says. Now when we interviewed him a while back, and you might have noticed that one of the things that he did is he created these armatures, and he utilizes bamboo and wire. And now if you're in like America or the UK or Germany or someplace, there's a lot of materials that are readily available, and a lot of times people will use either like pro-epoxy, epoxy putty, or for bones, or like brass tubes or aluminum tubes, or I'm trying to think what else. There's so many different ways, but bamboo is a more readily available material where he lives, and that's what he used for these puppet armatures. And so that's like a really inventive and clever way of making puppets. And also, we saw some of the character designs here as well. And now, if you remember, the story here is like these characters go into like different dimensions and things, and so it's like a the story is actually really, really interesting. And Juan says that he used a harmonica holder as a rig. That's pretty cool. And Janet, yeah, you can add me as a friend on Facebook, sure, if you want to, if you can find me. Hopefully you can. I mean, I don't think I'm that hard to find on there. But yeah, sure, go ahead. And Juan says that I'm using rigs even to stand them up in some shots. It's cool. You can see some of the animation. And here it looks like you can see some strings holding the character, perhaps, which is what I believe he's talking about. Ah, okay. Is there a different video? Let me try to find it. Let me close this one. And where are we here? Okay. Gonna try to find it off screen here. Wonder if let's see. Oh, no. Let's see. Trying to find it. Ah, okay, I got it. Okay. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So this is one of the videos that he created to let's get the volume up here. And now, isn't there closed captioning? Maybe there's not. All right. Video.
Hace tiempo no te veía, eras una niña cuando te dejé de ver. El tiempo no pasa en vano, mi vida, ahora convertida en bella mujer. Te encontré una noche de abril en San José. Tus ojos aún brillaban como ayer, cuando pasabas por mi calle, yo jugando a la pelota, no te podía ver. La galaxia de Andrómeda está más cerca que tú. Puedo verla desde mi ventana y tú vives a 10 cuadras luz. Vivirás en la canción que más me gusta escuchar para poder recordarte. Vivirás en la utopía de que un día, vida mía, tu galaxia pueda alcanzarme. Desde entonces, un concierto en el jazz, un tributo a Pink Floyd. Al final de la feliz velada, yo me quedo esperando tu canción. Muchas gracias, la pasé muy bien. Un abrazo y en tu espalda veo que cruza una estrella. Y la luna a carcajadas se burla de que a un metro yo no te puedo alcanzar. La galaxia de Andrómeda está más cerca que tú. Puedo verla desde mi ventana y tú vives a 10 cuadras luz. En la canción que más me gusta escuchar para poder recordarte. Vivirás en de que un día, vida mía, tu galaxia pueda alcanzarme. Yeah. Te encontré en la poesía de Silvio, la ironía de Sabina y la miel de Ismael. Vivirás en ese solo de Gilmo, en la magia de Santana y el feeling de Page. Vivirás en la canción que más me gusta escuchar para poder recordarte. Vivirás en la utopía de que un día, vida mía, tu galaxia pueda alcanzarme. Vivirás en la canción que más me gusta escuchar para poder recordarte. Vivirás en la utopía de que un día, vida mía, tu galaxia pueda alcanzarme.
That was the video, so that's pretty awesome. And I know that there was a real short time constraint as well for Juan and his team of, I think, like himself and just like 2 or 3 other people, I guess, from what I can tell. So Juan, how many people actually did help you on that? I'm just kind of curious. Was it like 2 or 3 people? And so also, if you guys want, I'm going to subscribe, but if you want to check out his other videos, you can find him on YouTube under the channel name Juan Quiros Alvarado. So that's Juan and then Quiros, and then Alvarado is Alvarado. So yeah, and let's check out his main channel page. And here you can see it. So and he has his logo here up top, and you can see some playlists as well. And where is it? So all of his videos here, I guess. All his uploads are here, and let's kind of scroll through here. So you can see there's actually a lot more to check out if you're interested in all of his animations. Click on the view all. So Juan says, I did it most on my own, except the costumes and a little help with the lifting off spaceship scenes. Very cool. Yeah, because there's not a huge amount of people that do stop motion, you know. It's even hard, like people that live even in like California sometimes, which is, you know, where most of the animators are, in Portland even. It's hard to find people that can work with you sometimes on projects. It's a very common thing, to say the least. And that's why, you know, it's so cool to just talk with other people on the internet sometimes, and to talk about you know, how you do things and what tools and techniques you use, because so many people are so unique and spread out that most people don't know. You know, like, oh, like, so, you know, you're in Japan, you're in, you know, Canada, you're in South America, you know, and everybody has their own unique sort of way of creating something. Which I think like our monthly challenges kind of show, you know, like a lot of people will just come up with completely unique things that are so different, but can be about the same topic. So it's really neat to see this kind of work. So Juan says, I hope more people get involved for future projects. Yeah, and you know, you might just need to inspire others around you to want to actually help and learn more. Sometimes that's what a lot of people try to do. They go out and they talk to people about stop motion, and they're kind of curious, and then they see your your animation, and they kind of get inspired and want to work on projects with you. And that's one way that you can, kind of find others, especially if you hang out in like coffee shops or maybe art galleries where other people post their paintings and sculptures and whatnot, because there's so much art involved in stop motion that usually you can find people that are really good at either painting backgrounds if they're a painter, or building sets if they're sort of into making miniature houses and stuff. Yeah, so there's always a lot of possibilities. Now Jason says, better late than never. I had a story all set up for the competition today, but stuff happened. Then I was looking forward to the show tonight, and then stuff happened. Yep, that's how it is, right? Same thing with me. Sometimes you kind of get your hopes up on something and things just kind of don't always go as planned. So Juan says, I invite you to my V channel because I'm an animator and also a fan. I have several playlists if you like seeing them. So what is the V channel now? What is that exactly? Is that perhaps is there a link to that here? Let's see. Yeah, feel free to message me the link. Maybe if you did, I don't think I saw it. Let me look again. So that was your YouTube channel. And scrolling down, I see your Facebook link. Yeah, if you want to send me that now, then I can I'll bring that up for everybody so they can see it. Oh, the channel. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Not a problem. Okay. So, anyways, let's see what time it is. We got about 20 minutes left. So, yeah, thanks for sharing your stuff, Juan. It's really neat to see. That was an awesome video. Really fun. Okay. And again, I'm just going to show quickly. This is his Facebook page, and you can find it by looking for Animatoste Energia. So ANIMATOSTE, and then Energia, ENERGIA. All right. All right, so let's see here now. This is Hollow Grid. So I've got some other news. Now, when was this posted? This is posted April 22nd of this year. And Pinnacle Studio, if you guys don't know, has a way to do stop motion animation. And what's cool about this is this program is not very expensive. It's only, I think, maybe like $58, and I think that the more expensive version is like $80. There's two different versions. Now I have a copy of Pinnacle Studio on my computer from a while back, maybe like 5 years ago. So it's really old, considering how fast technology really moves forward. And I'm just gonna let's just go through here, and I'm not gonna play the audio on here, but the Pinnacle Studio has this ability to do stop motion, and the results, I guess, could be as good as, if you're a good animator, you can get good results with it. Now, like I said, I haven't tried it, but what's kind of cool about Pinnacle Studio, and this is, I guess, version 19.5. 19.5 and above is what has the stop motion capabilities. What's cool about it is, if you buy something like Dragon Frame, or you buy Stop Motion Pro, those two programs are actually, you can't beat them in terms of how well they work. I mean, they are the best programs out there, and that's why the studios use them and why so many animators use them. But if you're on a budget, So Pinnacle Studio, it has a similar functionality to, I guess, both programs, but it's a little bit simplified. It does work with DSLR cameras, as you can see here, which is kind of nice. So they've got the ability within the software where you don't need any sort of plugins in order to get your DSLR to work with your PC. And I believe it's only for PCs, so if you guys have a Mac, this will not work for you guys. But what's neat about this is, you know, Pinnacle Studio is an editing program, so you can do your animation in here and then export it. And you can also, you know, kind of add transitions and titles and audio and all these kinds of things. And this this little box that opens up here, you can change your frame rates, and you can also do onion skinning with this as well. So there, you can't really do a huge amount with it, but what's neat about it, and let's see if I can show you guys. Besides the onion skinning, they have a feature that's similar in Dragon Frame, where you can put a little line on here, and with that line you can divide the line up into different moves. So although the quality here is not the greatest on this video, you can see that whoever's doing this is changing the number of moves on this line and increasing it. And I believe they're shooting on 2s. But so essentially you put this line on there, and then you click a frame off, and then you move your part to the next spaced dot on the line. Now in Dragon Frame, this is something that you can tweak, and you can add in like a little ease in and an ease out on your little line. So this is definitely not something that, you know, is going to get you amazing results. And whoever created this did not really, you know, keep in mind some of the the easing in and easing out, but it would do the trick, you know. You would get an evenly spaced motion, which is okay, using that technique. And also there's a grid, and there's also this sort of like ring that you can put over your, you know, as like a layer to see where your part is on the screen. And that is basically the extent of what this can do. And you can play it back at 30 frames per second, 24 frames, whatever you like. And when you capture it, you can, you know, import it into your timeline for editing, which is a bonus. So it's more of an editing program with stop motion as like a side feature. So I just want to let everybody know that if you are in the market for a cheap stop motion program, this is something that you could use. So like I said, I've tried Pinnacle Studio in the past just for editing, and it's okay. You know, my main program that I've used after using this is Sony Vegas. So, you know, even for editing, I wouldn't really recommend it as your main editing program, unless, like I said, you're on a budget. And this is somewhere around, I believe, $58 or so. So Gabriel is asking if there is a new theme for next month's challenge, and I'll post that new theme in our forums when we have it. Ken has to decide on what he would like for the next challenge entry, because or theme, because he won the last one. So that's how it works. Alex is here. Welcome to the show, Alex. And Nick says, I would never draw a line and automatically divide it into moves. I place each dot and decide myself how much ease in to use. Absolutely fine to do that, and that's kind of what I do too. But if you use Dragon Frame, you know, they had that ability, which is, you know, I guess I'm not really sure how many people actually use it. But this version of Pinnacle Studio kind of tries to emulate that a little bit. Not as nicely as Dragon Frame, but still not necessarily a bad thing, really. And so Ron says your hands and your surface gauges should get you amazing results first. Yep. And Gabriel says, maybe I'm a noob, but on Stop Motion Pro, all my lines end up crooked. Ah, okay. I'm not really sure how to solve that. I use Dragon Frame mostly. I beta tested Stop Motion Pro's last version, which is Eclipse, and it's a great program. But I never did get like a complimentary copy for helping out. So they just wanted me to kind of give my input, and then that was it, which is okay. All right, now moving on. So Cartoon Brew posted this recently, and I got an email as well because I have videos that I sell through Amazon. And Amazon.com now offers animators a new way to make money from online video. And it goes on to say that in a major development for independent content creators, Amazon is inviting all creators to post videos to its Amazon Video service and earn royalties based on hours streamed. The service went live today. And it says Amazon Video Direct, AVD, is a self-service platform that puts the e-commerce giant in direct competition with video sites like YouTube and Vimeo. AVD makes video content available for free to all Amazon Prime members, who number in the tens of millions, and pay creators based on the amount of time the content is streamed. So I don't know if this is a really good way of doing things, or if it's a long-term thing that Amazon wants to actually partake in, because I think if you had, let's say, 1 million videos uploaded to Amazon, and they're all paying out X amount of dollars to each person, I think at first the amount would probably be a lot because there won't be a lot of videos on there. But as time goes on, I can't really see this as a long-term strategy. It's not economically feasible, I don't think, unless they just want to. I don't know. I really don't know how they're going to make all that money up. So it says here, in addition to streaming, AVD provides other options to creators. Content can be made available to rent or own, viewable for free with advertisements, or packaged together and offered as an add-on subscription through the Streaming Partners program. So again, I don't know if people, I think maybe people that are really serious about putting a lot of time and effort into maybe tutorial videos, that would work great. I'm not really sure. YouTube is going to be their main competition for sure. But it's something that animators could try, So, and it says it's an amazing time to be a content creator, said Jim Freeman, vice president of Amazon Video. In the press release, he says there are more options for distribution than ever before, and with Amazon Video Direct, for the first time, there's a self-service option for video providers to get their content into a premium streaming subscription service. We're excited to make it even easier for content creators to find an audience and for that audience to find great content. So it says launching alongside this new system is the AVD Stars program, which will distribute $1 million every month among the 100 most popular AVD titles in Prime Video. The monthly bonus is in addition to any other revenue earned through the program, and everyone who uses AVD is automatically enrolled to participate. AVD launch partners include a mix of both established media brands and online media producers, among them Condé Nast Entertainment, How Stuff Works, Samuel Goldwyn Films, The Guardian, Mashable, Mattel, Style Hall, Kin Community, Jash Business Insider, Machinima, TY, The Young Turks, I guess, Network, TYT, I'm pretty sure that's The Young Turks. It's like a political, Baby Einstein. So there's just like a bunch of people jumping on. They've convinced they will probably get paid for their videos, which is pretty cool. But all these people are mostly on YouTube already. So I don't know if this means that they're leaving YouTube and going to forget about YouTube and focus just on Amazon. But if you want to learn more, it says creators who want more information on signing up for Amazon Video Direct can visit Amazon's website. And their URL is videodirect.amazon.com. So we'll go there real quick. And you can create an account or you can just sign in. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. So Beardbotnik says probably depends on the revenue rate. And Janet says in Poland we don't have Amazon. Really? I did not realize that. I figured they would be in Poland. And Nick says a great time to be a content creator, says someone who doesn't create any content because he makes far more money getting others to provide it. Yep, that's true. It's all part of marketing, but hey, you know what? If they want to pay, then I think that's not a bad thing, you know. It's always got to be some guy at the top that creates these things for people to have options, I guess you could say. So, you know, if it's a success, then that's really cool. So one more outlet for people to make money for animation. All right, so moving forward, guys. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So I got this email, and I got in the mail, physical mail, snail mail, from Happy Giant. I got a few of these cards. I got 4 cards from Phil Tippett's new venture, which is this game called Hologrid Monster Battle. And the 4 cards, I've got a board marker, and what that is you can put this card on the table, and it's just a playing card, and it's got some artwork on there, and you can move this board marker around, and if you use a tablet, you can see here's one of the cards, and it shows this little creature that pops up. So each card has different art on there, and so let me see. I think probably best to show one of these videos here. Let me see if this is the latest. I think so. Yeah, this is the latest one. I'm gonna put it on mute. So it's kind of cool, and what it is it utilizes. Let's see if I can do this. Characters that Phil Tippett had created in puppets, you know, stop motion puppets. And I believe what they did is they like laser scanned them. They also had some people who were artists create some artwork for these cards. And each card has different characters, and the goal is to defeat your champion character that you have in your card deck. And there's minions, which are less powerful, I guess. And so Phil had designed these characters during his Mad God film, I believe. And I'm not really sure if these are all unique to the Mad God film itself, but I think some of them are taken from that. And so you have a tablet, and you can put your cards down, as this person is showing. And you basically take turns trying to destroy your guys, and it's kind of cool, you know. It's it kind of lays out this grid on the tabletop, and it also lays out the characters, your virtual characters, and so you can turn your device, or you can turn your side card here. This one here is the what is that called again? Like a board marker one. Let me see. Yeah, it's called a board marker. And so this one here, your tablet sees it, and if you want to move your board, you can just twist the card, and the whole entire thing can spin and rotate. So it's pretty neat. Now it's still in development, so this will, I guess, be even better in the end. And it already looks pretty neat. And so they've got this Kickstarter campaign set up. And already, in just, I guess, maybe 3 days, they've raised about $31,000, and it's probably more. Let me refresh the page and see how much more they've earned. Okay, so I guess maybe this was already refreshed, but it's they're up to $31,000, and they've got 26 days to go. Now, they've got a lot of information on their Kickstarter, so if you want to go and just like look over the whole entire thing and spend some time here, it's called Hologrid Monster Battle Augmented Reality Board Game. And so the augmented reality is where you use your tablet's little cell phone camera, and or tablet camera, whatever you want to call it, the little teeny tiny camera on there. And when you put it on your table, you can view all these things as if it's really on the table. But of course, it's not really there. It's just like a hologram kind of a thing. But you can see here how that looks. And it's really kind of, it just, it seems like it's going to be really cool. But they told me that in an email that they're going to send me like a demo of it so I can try it on a tablet with these cards and see how it looks and feels and so forth. But I haven't tried that yet, so I don't really have much more to say about it. I'm still a newbie when it comes to this. But they've got all kinds of goals and stretch goals and things, and they've got all these cool cards. And I think they said there's going to be over 30 different characters. So there's, I guess, either characters they plan to develop more and make artwork for, and cards and so forth. And they've also got like this stand so that your tablet can be at the proper angle. And that's important, evidently, is the angle of your tablet. So it seems kind of cool, And so it's not really stop motion, but it's more of a hybrid. But I think that's probably the best they can do in terms of bringing stop motion characters to a video game and trying to make them seem alive and where you can rotate them and stuff. I think that the technology just isn't there yet in terms of stop motion and photography, where they can make this all as just a photographed character that spins and looks precisely like a stop motion character. You'll always be able to tell that it's CG, but all of the texture mapping and everything else is definitely stop motion, photographs overlaid onto the model itself. So let's see here. So Gabriel says, just used the trial of Stop Motion Pro. When wire and clay arrive, Ecuador doesn't have aluminum wire apparently. He says, we'll get the monthly subs. Amazon Video is not supported in my country, and I would pay. I could have, I don't know much about how far Amazon, I don't know how far and wide they are, but I could have sworn it would have been in, like South America and Poland and all that. I just assumed, That's weird. I guess Netflix is also not far and wide like I thought it was. Because you think that something that's on the worldwide internet would just naturally be worldwide, but they sort of cut it off in places. So let's see. So Janet says we must order stuff from Amazon in Germany and the UK. Ah, okay. So I guess you have access to it then. And Gabriel says, please stream that when you receive it. Yeah, maybe I can. I might be able to do that, actually. Here's the Warlord. So I know I've seen this in Mad God as one of the characters. It's a really cool one. There's the medic. And they show them in this video here, the video quality is not really super great, but you can see how they'll click on the tablet and move the character forward, and each character has his own animation where he either shoots the other character or picks him up and smashes him. And so Juan says try copper wire, he says, and he extracts it from electrical cable, and he says, but my puppets have replaceable wire. Yeah, copper will work if you have nothing else. Copper is an okay wire to use for armatures. It's not the greatest because it's a little stiff. That's the main problem. Sometimes it's hard to bend clay over really stiff wire, but there's ways around that too. You can actually stretch it. and you can also smash it with a hammer, and you can thin it out and do different things, but it's not going to be as good as aluminum, unfortunately. And Gabriel says he found 100 feet coil on eBay. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so that's HoloGrid. Now, I will have updates in the future as I receive them about this. And if you want to sign up for a private beta and the latest news, you can go to hologridmonsterbattle.com. And again, this is Phil Tippett's project, so I mean it's pretty awesome, and he's got his characters in there. So you can just subscribe on their page. There's a little email address area, and also a link to their Kickstarter. So again, it's hologridmonsterbattle.com. And I guess maybe it will come in a box like this when it's done. And they've got the cards and all that. And I guess what you do is you get like one set of cards and you shuffle them, and each person that plays will get different characters, random characters, which is kind of nice because that kind of mixes things up for each person. And it will be the platforms will be mobile for their main goal, iOS and Android. And he says many others if we hit stretch goals. So, and it says box product. The game is a one-time fixed price purchase, no in-app purchases. We may introduce new creature card packs over time, but only if you want them. And that's really cool. And the characters look really neat too. I mean, they really look like the puppets, even though they're, like I say, they're not technically. They're technically CG, And what else is on here? There's different units. And who is Phil? So all this is on one page. It's pretty straightforward of a website. So again, hologridmonsterbattle.com. So check it out. And I guess that is all the time we have for tonight. So I do want to thank everyone who joined our monthly challenges. And of course, next month, maybe we'll have even more as well, especially with summer vacation coming for most of the people in school out there. I don't know about college, but I know that depends on your schedule. But anyway, what else can I say, guys? Thanks for stopping by, and come back next week for a brand new show. See you all later.